Good morning. Oh God. So the beauty about being an entrepreneur and going online and going live is that you never know whether the weather is going to be against you or not against you. So let me know if you can hear me properly. I've tried to put myself in the less windy part of the terrace. Now, could you stop, please? Now, I don't even want to show you where I was yesterday, what happened, because it's just crazy. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go quickly on my phone and check if it's windy or if it can be done. Now, I'm just going to go quickly on my phone and check. Oh, it's actually okay. Oh, okay. Oh, then. Hello, good morning, and welcome to day number 2 of the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp. I am so excited for you to be here. Good morning, Facebook user. Who are you? That is not my question. As usual, StreamYard does not allow me to see who's actually commenting. So if you can write your name next to your comment, that would be much appreciated, so I can actually address you in a proper way and say, oh, good morning. So we're going to talk about stories that sell today, which is something that is very, very exciting because nobody ever speaks about that. I see business owners with accounts and their stories are mostly blank, or they're just using the story just to repost a post that they just created. So that needs to stop, because stories are an active way to sell your services. So we're going to dive deep into stories and see how to do it. Now, when it comes to stories, it's hard and confusing to explain exactly how they are. So I had to put a little bit of structure behind it. So the agenda for today, and it's going to be the quickest day today because I want you to truly implement what I'm saying. But the agenda for today is, what is a story? So we're going to go into the deep ends of what a story is and what purpose does it serve, how to use a theme in your story, and that's what you're going to be focusing about today, and why nobody is engaging in your story. So also that is very, very important. So let me know if you're all ready and if everything is okay. How do you feel about yesterday? And I saw some of your bios. I saw them shine through everything. Of course, if you do put your bio in the thread, I will go and personally check up on it and give you feedback and add some little points so then you can excel with your bio. Let me know how you feel. If you're watching on replay, hashtag replay over here. Send me some hearts. Send me some love. There weren't enough yesterday. Send me some hearts. Send me some love. Send me some laughter. Just what Facebook does and what the Facebook group does. Every time that you send love and heart and laughter, also angry vibes. I mean, every time that you put a reaction to the actual video, then what it does, it boosts the video visibility to absolutely everybody else. So if somebody's not online right now and they have missed the notification about the live, the moment they put hearts and everything, it will tell them, hey, you know what, Lara's live for day number 2 of the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp. Come and join her. So let's start. What is a story? Now, Instagram stories are vertical, full screen photos and videos that disappear after 24 hours. Now, the most important stuff that I want you to remember, and that is the reason why you should start using your stories today, is that more than 500 million people use Instagram stories every day. And those Instagram users are the ones that are going to buy your services or your products. Now, 58% of Instagram users says that they liked a product more and they decided to buy it after seeing it in stories. And they said that they went to click on a link on their website after they've seen it in stories. And that is why it's so important for you to get your face, get your services, get your products in Instagram stories. What they do, they incorporate stickers, polls, Instagram story filters to make your content pop. Now, stickers include captions. Remember, 60% of people watch your Instagram story with the sound on, 40% with the sound off. So even though you might like the sound of your voice and you think that somebody else likes the sound of your voice, and that might be true, sometimes people just watch stories while listening to music. So they don't want to listen to your voice, but they want to read what you're saying. I had a message once, and I don't know, I had this person as a follower, and he texted me and he was like, Clara, I wanted to thank you because you put captions. I am deaf, so I cannot hear anything that you say, but the moment that you put captions on your story, then I can actually interact and I know exactly what you're saying. And that filled my heart because it was like, oh my goodness, I'm doing something good. So put captions on your story. It's extremely important. It will make your story more accessible to more people. Location. You can add your location to your story. Music. Now, if you do have a problem with music, sometimes the trick is to switch between business and creator account. You can mention someone in your stories, whether you want to do it in a normal way, so just put in the @ and then put in the name of the person, or use the actual sticker for the mention. You can ask questions in your stories, and these are the best way, together with polls and quiz style stickers, they are the best way to connect, and we're going to speak about this tomorrow, to connect with your followers. So use them wisely. Link. Now, up until a year and a half ago, you were only allowed to post a link in your stories in two ways. Now, the first one was to pay for it. So with Instagram story ads, you had the link so everybody could just swipe up. And number two, you had to have 10,000 followers. Now, without those two, you weren't able to post your link on your Instagram stories. As of today, this has changed and it's not the case anymore, because now you can post your link of whatever it is. So you can post your products, your services, your link tree. You can post. I posted the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp landing page all throughout the 2 weeks of the promotion. But you can post anything, even if you have 200 followers, which that means that your job will be to redirect the followers that look at your story towards that link. For product business owners, there are also product stickers, which is great. So, what purpose do stories serve? So, stories are there to connect with your audience. Audience, I mean followers. So they're primarily seen by your followers. So they are shown from Instagram only to your followers. So if somebody comes onto your account and wants to see your stories, then of course they're going to go and check out, click on the story and watch it. But if they're not your followers, then they won't be notified that you put a story up. So they don't work as reels. We're going to talk about reels next Monday in the masterclass, all about reels. Stories come up only for your followers. So when you create a story, I want you to have in mind that ideal follower. That ideal client that you know all their pain points, all their desires, everything that they like, what they don't like, you need to speak directly to them. One of the biggest mistakes that I see in stories that happen every day is, hey guys, hey everybody, hey world. No, I am talking directly to you, who you are. So I know exactly who you are, what you do, what you need, how I can help you, how I can make your life easier. And that is how you connect with the potential client that will become, ideally, if you do everything right, will become your client. So don't start your story with, good morning, guys. Say good morning. I wouldn't come to you on a singular level and speak to you and say, oh, good morning, guys. No, I would say good morning, and that is it. Why? Because I'm talking directly to you. I'm not talking to you and another 1,000 people. No, I'm talking directly to you. You're talking directly to your ideal client. So the purpose of stories is to show who you are. You as a business owner, you as the mentor, you as a coach, you as a person that is going to sell products, who you are behind the scenes. So behind the curated feed, behind the perfect written sales page, who are you when you take your clothes off? Not literally, of course, but who are you? You'll see me in my pajamas in my stories. You'll see me with my hair up, with no makeup, explaining a thought that comes in my head. Matter of fact, some of my best stories that then I transformed into reels because they were that good, just came from improvising and literally just going on it because I had a thought in that moment that just clicked and I just said whatever came in there. So combine the stories, once you do that, with the stickers that we spoke about and connect with your followers. And that's how you sell. I mean, stories can be used for countdowns. Stories can be used to pre-launch a product. They can be used for behind the scenes. They can be used to tease. So tease, you know what, I've got the services coming out, but it's not coming out. You have to wait next month. So it's a teaser. Remember, in this consumer society, it gets harder and harder to pop up and to show that you are the person that they're meant to follow and they're meant to buy from. So the more creative you become, the better it is. And today I'm going to teach you how to become creative. Now, sometimes it's hard to not know what to talk about in stories. That's the number one thing that I have for my clients. Are like, Laura, I don't know what to talk about in stories. Like, I don't even know what to talk about in the feed, let alone in stories. That's content on content. And we're going to speak about content in day number 4 of the Instagram Makeover Bootcamp. But content is what sells. So I just gave you a couple of tips behind the scenes, your background, your stories, your goals. Interact with them, speak to them. The easiest way to create a behind the scenes and to create a theme which boosts your creativity and allows your followers to get engaged with you is to create a theme. Now, easiest theme is behind the scenes. And behind the scenes is a day in the life of. So you carry your followers around all throughout the day. You show them into your business. You show them into your life. You interact with them. You ask them questions. I used to have Fridays with Laura. So every Friday, I'm going to bring it back together with another one. Every Friday, I used to take my phone with me everywhere that I went and showed my followers what I used to do. So what time I used to wake up, what I did as soon as I woke up, and then what breakfast I had, and what lunch I had. If I went to gym, what I was doing at the gym. I would take them throughout my whole day, throughout my 16 hours of being awake. There would be a certain amount of stories in which I connected with them. on a personal level because I relate to them. Say, oh, do you go to the gym? Do you have any good exercises? Although I do know what exercises to do, you're still creating a connection with who follows you, even though your products might be about cakes, but you're still connecting with your followers. Have a pink day. Do like Mean Girls and say, you know what, on Wednesday we wear pink, and create a whole day around pink. You know how much you can pop out and truly stand out from the crowd if you do something like that. What is the trick of this? Consistency. You tell your followers what you're doing and then you do it. So then they look forward to it. So then every Wednesday they're like, oh my goodness, today we are going to watch We Wear Pink. So today I'm going to go on to Esmeralda's story because she's going to do an all-day pink or an all-day grey or an all-day purple. Or today, what we're going to do, I'm going to go into Claire's story and I'm going to check her behind the scenes because she's going to go throughout the whole day behind the scenes. I don't want to know what she's about because I don't know whether I want to buy her coaching program or not. But if I do, I need to love her. I need to know her. I need to be able to trust her. And that's why stories sell. Now, the big questions that everybody asks me. Lara, why is... I got mosquitoes in my cup. The joy of living in a hot country. The question is, Lara, why does nobody engage in my stories? So I put the polls up on what t-shirts they like. I ask what fabric they want to use. I ask this or that, what font they prefer. I ask them whether if they want a freebie or they don't want a freebie, whether they want to book a discovery call with me, but nobody responds. All I hear is crickets. Now, why is that? The answer is very, very easy, but it's not what you're thinking. The answer is because you haven't taught them to respond. You need to teach your followers to respond to your stories, otherwise they will not respond to your stories. We are going to talk more about this tomorrow because tomorrow is engagement number 101. But for now, what I want you to focus on, and I want you to tag me on a story at Love for Lara Coaching on Instagram, sharing a aha moment of this bootcamp so far, so I can see what you've learned. And what I want you to focus on is to pick a theme to share with your followers once a week. It's all in the workbook you're going to receive in about 20 minutes. So this lesson is shorter because the workbook requires a little bit more attention and a little bit more creativity. So head to your workbook right now and post your theme in the thread. I'm going to check it and personally give you some feedback and give you some personalization. I'm going to see you all tomorrow, in which we're going to speak about engagement 101. So we're going to carry on from the stories and talk about what engagement is. What do I mean when I say engagement, and what an engagement rate is, and how to put it up, because that's what we want our engagement rate to go up. We want our comments, our likes, our connections, our sales, we want them up. So I'm going to love you and leave you right now. I'll speak to you all later on. As soon as I see everything on the thread, I'm going to get back to